dun. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I really got to work on some theme music. Welcome to another Getting Projects Done with me, Chris, as I roll over all my stuff. Still getting ready. Still prepping. So, we are going to continue our work on the McFarlane. You guys can barely see me. That's okay. Continue our work on the McFarlane Marine. You can see here, we were working on the torso last episode. We are going to continue on the torso. And I am actually going to prep the chest piece and get that ready for some airbrushing. Oh, no, I want this one. There we go. Now you guys don't really need to see me anyway. Yeah, we are going to basically mask off the chest icon, and we are going to spray it down. Mask it off. I'm going to use some good old-fashioned silly putt. It's my favorite impromptu masking solution. It's just really good just because, you know, paint don't stick to it. It don't stick to any surfaces. Like, it sticks to itself really well, but otherwise, yeah, it doesn't stick to other stuff. So, just going to begin tearing off some chunks of it and begin masking off. Now, I do want this to be somewhat thin, so I am going to work it a little bit. I also have like a little tool that I use for working it into some nooks and crannies. We'll see if we need that in a bit. But basically, we're going to mask off pretty much a majority of the surfaces here, because we are airbrushing it on. So I'm gonna go grab, where's my tool? There it is. So basically what I use is like a little rubber tipped dental pick. The reason I use this is because, well, it doesn't scratch the surfaces of what I'm working on, and it's gentle enough that I can work it into crevices and such. Just like so. And silly putty only needs just a little bit of coercion to go where you want it to. So yeah, so that's basically what we're going to do. That's the plan anyway, kids. And the question is, should I try and push some of this silly putt around? I don't think so. Basically, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it off of some of the gray stuff, because basically we're going to lay down some of the highlights. And so I'm just looking to move some of the silly putty off the surface so that I can do that sort of accurately. Try to anyway. Yeah. But that's it. And continue on with our weathering. Continue on with our work on getting this guy all finished up. Try and keep this sort of neat. I'm going to take a little chunk for that little space. This is probably too big, but that's okay. And that is it. That is all. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, this is too big. Let's take a little chunk off. Chunk off. So hopefully you're all doing well on this lovely Monday afternoon. For anybody that's in the same time zone as me. If you're not in the same time zone, well, then it's not afternoon for you. It's evening, I suppose. Or maybe it's early morning. Who knows? Well, I suppose you know, but I guess I don't know. The thing about prepping surfaces for airbrushing is that it seems rather time consuming to, you know, mask off all these areas. But if you spend the time to mask off these areas, you know, you save yourself a little bit of pain and effort, you know, trying to get some of these, you know, areas with a nice color blend and, you know, all these kinds of things. So it's better just to, you know, spend the extra bit of time getting this laid out, you know, nicely. Like that. Just moving more of this material upwards. Let's go a little bit more here. Okay. Yeah, I know it's not terribly exciting process, but you know, it's kind of stuff that's got to get done sometimes. Don't worry, I realize that this is not exciting. Don't worry about that. You don't have to tell me, Chris, this is really fucking boring. I know. It is. But it's got to get done. It's got to get done. But you're right. It is boring. I'm just trying to make sure that most of the you can still see some of red kind of poking on the side here. That's just because I didn't get to the doing that phase of it, like laying the gray down the whole way. I wasn't going to worry about that until I actually laid out the gradient on here. Just because, you know, reasons. Just reasons. Stretch the whole way. Damn right. Damn right. Don't overlook my butt. Reaping burns lots of calories. Now let's make a touch over here. Yeah, the only thing silly putty sticks to is itself. For anybody who's not familiar with using this stuff as a masking agent. think that's it. So let's grab our airbrush. Let's make sure it's turned on. And it is. Who's over here? Oh, shit. Oh, we didn't turn this light on. Okay. Paper towel. Trusty, rusty paper towel. Where's my white? Flat. We're gonna use flat white XF2. We're gonna use flat white. We're gonna thin it down quite a bit with thinner, and we're gonna spray it, allowing for a bit of a gradient. And that's the plan. I'm using a Renegade Chrome. We're spraying it around 25 psi, 25 psi, somewhere around that. Okay. We probably don't need too much. Excuse me. Sneezy sneeze. Sorry for everybody who had a headphone on. Alright. So, yeah, we're going to use Renegade Chrome. Hey! On the YouTubes. Let's open this jar up if we can. There we go. And yeah, we'll just pour a little bit in. Just a little bit. Not too much. There we go. We don't really need that much, so. But we are going to use a fair amount of thinner to thin this down. Sorry, I'm just trying to close my jar. It's going to be a fairly generous amount of thinner. Yeah, something like that. Use a brush to stir it up. Ah, there was some residual, there was some residual paint, and it just contaminated the entire dollop of paint. It just made it all pinkish. Son of a bitch. See, that's why you gotta make sure you clean your brushes really good. I thought my brushes were clean. Apparently not. Because all it takes is a little bit of alcohol to reactivate the paint. Oh man. Do I spray it? No, I don't want to spray it because it will just change all the values and everything like that. So I'm gonna have to dump it. Now I have to make sure that my brush is thoroughly clean before I do this again. Just spraying out the excess in the nozzle. Go, dang it. If it's not one thing, it's another. Alright, so I'm going to dump this. Let's pour another amount of alcohol in there. sure what's going on here. I'm getting black on my bristles now. Something that, oh, it was something at the bottom of the jar. That's what it was. All right. Well, I gotta use soap now. Gotta use soap. I normally don't really stress about using soap with synthetics. Just probably just, you know, a biasy of using water-based acrylics. You know, always using sable-haired brushes. Should be clean. Yeah. See, now the bristles look normal again, ish. Let's use a little bit of that alcohol. Flush this brush. Let's try this again. Do 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 do. Chunks of paint now. So really quickly here, we're just going to pour a little bit in. Again. X20A thinner. Now this brush should be fine to use. It shouldn't contaminate the rest of my work. And there we go. Yeah. That's why it's always important to clean your tools. Otherwise, you'll just set back your own progress. All right, so now we have our little load of paint ready to go. Get him out of the way, get these legs out of the way because I don't want to get an overspray on them. And basically with this, what we're going to do is we're going to spray downwards at the wings. So basically we're going to spray straight down so that we leave the darker gray in the recesses. So just like so. See how the white is already starting to form on the wings. Try and keep a steep angle as we work the color around. See how we're going now. It's not too bad. Get a little bit more color on the beak. I think that looks okay. We still have quite a bit of white, but I have not prepared any other areas. So, yeah, I guess we just scrap the rest of this. Do 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 do. Grab a bit of this alcohol, give a flush. Do do do. Give a little spritz of Windex. Let that sit for a minute. And let's have a look at our handiwork. So, now because we got white paint on ourselves, we got to be careful where we're touching. And there we go. Not horrible. Yeah, I'm mostly okay with that. There's just a couple spots here, but I mean, we can touch that up with just pure white. And then we also have to catch the sides here in some grays. We'll do that in a moment. As soon as I'm done cleaning my brush. Yeah, I kind of like the harsh white in conjunction with the deep red. I kind of like it. I wasn't too sure if it was going to be too contrasty or even a little too reminiscent of like even Blood Angels, but I am okay with that. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that too bright? Dark enough? I mean, when you look at it from the bottom angle, you can see all the gray still. When you look at it above, it almost looks pure white, but that's fine. Yeah. I am mostly okay with that. I'm okay with it enough that I'm ready to move on. Pretty much that sums it up right there. I'm just ready to move on. Just flushing a little bit of water. Do 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 do. Be for the moment. Have a sip of coffee of the Java. Cup of Joe. All right, let's mix up some of the gray. Yeah, we'll do the gray first, and then we'll come back and touch up wherever we need the white. Work area is getting kind of messy now, eh? Alright. For this, we're going to use a detail brush. Yeah, just a detail brush. We're just going to go along the ends of the feathers here. Just like so. Just like that. Tricky one is to get in the inside portion here without messing this up. Sploots of gray in there. It's okay, we got more red to clean that up though. It's alright. Hey Kim, what's happening? Hello. Hello, hello. Let's make sure we pull all that alcohol out of the bristles. What do you think, Kim? Chest Eagle. What's he doing? Working on the Chest Eagle at the moment. Just reestablishing some of the shadows. And then we're going to come in and reestablish some of the white, especially up on some of the spots where my mask was just a little bit too good at covering up. Something like that. Just to frame that a little bit better. A little bit left to go. hit some areas. So we have to go in with some so the red. We'll do the white next, just in case I bump any areas with the white. Not going constantly going back and forth, back and forth. What am I shading with? A darker gray? No. Do you have that field bile? Oh, field blue. Do I got that field blue? I'm not sure what I understand what you mean, Kim. Field blue. What did I use? I went over it with last episode. We used light gray. I base coated the area, and then I just simply took flat white with a lot of thinner and created the highlights. I just got a little bit of a gradient going on, as you can see in the when you look at it this angle, very gray. This angle, very white, right? So I just basically sprayed down at it. All right, we're gonna touch up some of these areas with the white. It's just really just on the cross areas of the feathers, and then maybe just some of the ends of the feathers. Yeah, we're just gonna get some of the feathers here. Yeah. That's fine. Tamiya Field Blue, it's a fucking great shade color for anything light in the white tones. Okay. It's going to require a couple layers, so I'll give that a moment to dry. And we'll do another layer on that. This is quite a bit of gray peeking through. Yeah, I'm kind of liking the harsh gray, or the harsh white. In contrast with how the red armor. Yeah, I'm liking it. Because I'm just imagining how the symbol and the chapter symbol and the squad icon, because I think the squad icon is also going to be white on the shoulders. So yeah. Toying with the idea of whether or not I need like a little bit more shading in the interiors of the feathers. I don't know. Undecided. Yeah, I think it looks good. Yeah, thanks, Kim. Yeah, I like looking at it in person. I like it. I like the level of how it looks. And I think if I went too contrasty or too deep into the shadows, it would start to feel too miniature-like, and I don't really want that. It's not what I'm looking for. I think that's okay for now. All right, so we'll jump over to the red real fast. I'm just going to clean up a few of these little boo-boos. Put another layer of black down, I think, on the collar. And I think this upper torso might be done. Well, until I get to some final steps, but yeah. All right, I'm going to jump back to some flat red, XF7. Give it a quick mix. And this is just to touch up some spots. I suppose I could use a thinner just to thin it down, just so I don't, you know, put down a too harsh a thing. We'll see. Yeah, there's a couple spots over here. Over here is one spot. Oh, and then that corner up there. All right. Go. There we go. Yep. Can barely see there was any boo-boos. That's good enough for me. It's all the proof I need. Kim, looks pretty shaded already. When you tilt it, I don't think it needs to go bigger shadows. Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think so. Again, it's not the purpose to make this look like a miniature. I want this to be more in scale with, you know, the scale of the figure, right? All right. Oh, another layer of the black. That's what we said. So I'm going to get another stronger layer onto the collar. Big old brush. Big old brush. And we're just putting another layer down. Try not to touch anything either. Did you all see the reveal of more McFarlane 40K stuff coming out. I've seen some of the lads were posting about it on the Discord and stuff. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm looking forward. The orc, I'm a little bit on the fence about. I'm not entirely sure I'm on board with that orc. But the Gene Stealer is pretty darn cool. The Gene Stealer is really cool. But I'm not 100% behind that orc. Just saying. And I'm sure there's plenty of orc players out there going, screw you, man. That orc looks awesome. That Gene Stealer and that orc, though, like, they look pretty darn big. And, like, I'm going to assume they're in scale with, like, you know, everything else that McFarlane has been doing. So I don't know. Let me see here. Let's see. Move this a little bit. We'll move that over here. Kinda. Sorta. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the Toy Joy Marines? Yeah, I saw that, Kim. Yeah. The Toy Joy. Yeah, I seen your post. And then, yeah, if you go to the community website for Warhammer, you'll see they shared Reaver, Gene Stealer, and Orcs. I'm not 100% on that Orc, though. There's something left to be desired with that Orc. All right, I think I'm ready to attach. Well, once this is dry, ready to attach this. Is this starting to look? Is this starting to look like a Space Marine? Damn, I think it is. I think it is. Should I just hammer this in? You know what? Maybe I should try and warm that section up a bit, eh? Yeah. Cool. I'll go check it now while I watch you this. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what wave 3 for the McFarlane stuff. This is a hair dryer. Warm up that nub. Make the nub nice and soft. It's pretty much a lesson for everybody. You got to warm up the nub before you just jam it in. Like a gentleman. Always be a gentleman. Da, 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 da. I'd get my heat gun, but I'm afraid I'd melt this and then just destroy the figure on stream and everybody be like, ha ha, Chris, you fucked it up. Yeah, let's try this right here. Let's see if we can't get this to happen. Get in there. Come on. This is not moving, is it? No, it's solid. Okay, let's try it again. Hold on, I gotta use muscles here. There we go. I heard it pop. That's the telltale sign you've made it in. You hear a little pop. Everybody's out there like, come on, Chris. So there we go. Torso's attached. Hoof. Kim, That's just mean of them to make the painted one with a helmet and a gun, and the artist proof is unhelmeted with the grapple. Means I gotta buy both. Yeah, I mean, come on, Kim, you're not really shocked by that, are you? They're making you do both? Come on. Come on. Alright. I'm pretty happy with where that is. Yeah. Like with all the blank space on the figure, it kind of invites you to freehand a lot of elements onto it, and I'm trying to avoid that, you know? But yeah. Gene Stealer is cool. Yeah, the Gene Stealer looks cool. But here's my concern. For both the Gene Stealer and the Orc. Both of them look like they're not in scale with a Space Marine. Because the McFarlane Space Marine is pretty damn big. And even the Sister of Battle, she's pretty darn big. When you look at them in game scale, the game scale, they're not the same size, right? Space Marine is still just like a Primaris Space Marine is still just a little bit bigger. And an Orc, just a regular Orc boy, should be a good deal bigger than a Space Marine, right? And the Gene Stealer, yeah, he's got the big forearms and everything like that, but he should still be a considerable size bigger than a Space Marine, right? Just because it's like hunched over, and you know what I mean, like. So I'm curious if they had to sacrifice scale to make it fit the box, or if these figures are going to be in different boxes. I don't know. But I'm interested. All right, we're going to continue work on, I think, the helmet. Because we started the weathering on the helmet and everything. So, yeah. Why not? Let's do it. I'm going to adjust the camera, though, so y'all can see what I'm doing. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll just... yeah, maybe I'll just move the camera. Because I always work about here, right? So I can probably just adjust the camera. Okay, you're going for a ride, folks. I'm just moving in a bit closer. There we go. Let's keep this light about here. Oh yeah, the focus is still off. I gotta change focus. Do 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 do. Excuse me a moment while I whip this out. But that focus is good, eh? Yeah. Now you can see where I made that big boo-boo. That's okay, because we can fix that. We have the technology. Or do we? Yeah, we do. I'm going to grab some of the Sea Blue XF17, and we're going to give this a quick mix. Kim, Orc are funny looking, don't like it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm as far as I don't like it, but I'm really not behind it. I'm having trouble liking it. They look like they're 7-inch. Yeah, so if they're 7-inch, then that makes them out of scale, right? Because Orcs are bigger than Space Marines if they stood up straight. And same with Gene Stealers. Gene Stealers are bigger than Space Marines if they stand up straight. So, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. All right, I'm taking some of the Sea Blue, and we are going to use it to correct a little bit of this overzealous weathering I had done previously. So basically all I'm going to do is I'm just going to add just the tiniest bit of shadow, like here, and just create the impression that this was deliberate and this is how I wanted it. Right, so I'm just creating just that little indicator of a shadow. right there too. And maybe a little spot right there. Yeah, there we go. So it gives it the impression of depth, right? And in fact, we can do that same thing using a brighter red or even an orange. I'm remiss to use orange, just because I just don't want it. I don't want it to feel too Blood Angel-y. That's why I'm avoiding using like really harsh orange, because I don't want it to feel like a Blood Angel. I want it to stay nice and deep in red for the most part. Next, I think we'll jump over to black. We'll cover over these hoses, get those couplings taken care of. These doodads on the side of their heads, are these often painted in something? Oh, we could do these little doodads on the back of his helmet too. Yeah. Oh, what's this little thing? Little hose connector. Yeah, we'll paint that too. Now, here's a question. The eyes. What color should the eyes be for this custom Space Marine chapter? What should they be? Go ahead, feel free to shout out the answer when you know. Kim, I'm very picky when it comes to orcs. I don't like 90% of them, but I'm getting hyped for the Phobos armor once. I'm getting at least 2 artist proof and one of the painted ones to repaint. Yeah, I'm still waiting. I was expecting my my flayed one, and yeah, it keeps getting pushed back. Now I don't know if in North America the flayed ones are delayed or what, but yeah, I'm waiting on my flayed one, because I ordered a flayed one artist proof, and I haven't gotten it yet. I don't know what's going on. I'm jumping over to flat black XF1. I'm just going to quickly yeah, we can use this brush. I'm just trying to figure out which way is the more efficient. I'm just going to use this brush to do it. And we're going to do the coupling and the hoses at the same time. I'm going to lay the black down on top, or yeah, lay the black down, and then I'm going to hit those couplings with metallic. Just like that. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this start working and changing angles and shit, right? Do the lenses green? Yeah, I thought about that, but again, like, I don't want it to feel like Blood Angels, right? Blood Angels typically have green lenses. Usually. I don't want to feel like, I don't want to feel too Blood Angel-y. Are you doing the hose connectors on the helmet as metal or just the tubes? I like to do it just the tubes and keep those hose connectors the same color as the armor. No, I was thinking just doing the metal, the connectors metal. I don't know. I was more concerned with these little doodads on the side of their helmets. Do those get painted like in metals or anything like that? I don't know. Yeah, so the connectors, yeah, are going to be metal. And then the hoses themselves will be black. I mean, realistically, they could be just red like the armor as well. I mean, you know, whatever, right? I mean, technically it's just paint on top of their armor, right? It's not like it's, you know, the material, I suppose. I don't know. I'm just going to do another layer on that connector there. I realize that it's going to get painted in metal anyway, but whatever. Make sure these are nice and black. And what was it? Oh, the hose. You know what? These little doodads in the sides of the ear, there's the little indentations. I'm gonna do those black. And if I feel like it, I might do the metal. I'll write the doodad in the back here too. Fuck, we'll do that metal too. Fuck it, we'll do it all in metal. Oh no, I want to change brushes, that's what. Kim, no, I always keep the ear stuff on the side of the helmet the same color as the helmet. Yeah. Again, though, oftentimes these choices we make, it's because of scale, right? Because those little details are really, really small on the smaller figures. But yeah. Once that dries, that'll look a little less funny. Yeah, not bad. I'm okay with that. go. Okay, we'll let that. Oops, shit. We'll let that roll around. Apparently, close this up. Two little air vents, whatever they are. I don't know. Don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Sip of coffee. Yeah, I like the little ear things black, just to kind of break up that surface. Yeah. Now, this eye has like some sort of thing to it, right? The eyes. What are the eyes getting painted? What are they getting painted? Speak now. Because you know what I'm thinking for the eyes? Oh, frick, I touched that little spot. Son of a bitch. And when that was drying, I must have frickin' touched that. Or bumped on my finger. God dang it. You know what I'm thinking for the eyes? I'm thinking yellow. Like a golden yellow. Like an orangey yellow. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Orangey yellow. It's done. It's settled. Where's my gunmetal? Let's give that a quick shake. I gotta quit putting that on. I keep leaving that in frame. I should just put it back on my stand. That way it doesn't frickin' touch anything. Alright, so we're gonna jump over to X10. Gunmetal. Well, I'm thinking yellow because, I don't know, just you don't really see it on red marines too often. And because of the larger scale, I think it would work okay. Because, like, typically, whenever you see Blood Angels, right, you see them with green eyes, right? Or at least that's the way I've always seen them. Let's see here. Let's go Blood Angels. Blood Angels. Yeah, because oftentimes I always see them, they have green eyes. Like the way the miniatures are often made. Of course, on every freaking picture I'm seeing right now, every Marine has no helmet on. But yeah, they're always depicted with green eyes. Yeah, all the miniatures I'm seeing for Blood Angels, it's always green eyes. Because on a miniature, it works very well, the green eyes, because the predominantly red and then the green of the data screens and of the eyes, it works really, really well. Yeah. What about the artwork? Is there any artwork? I've seen the artwork. Yeah, they'll do whatever color, really. They don't do... Yeah, he's got glowing kind of red eyes. And if you watch on Warhammer Plus, this artwork, he's got green eyes. Yeah. Anyway, on Warhammer Plus, they're red armor with the glowing red eyes. And it looks really, really cool. But the thing is that works very well in a different sense. It doesn't really... You know, it's not obvious on a miniature if the eyes aren't, you know, apparent. So, yeah. It's just kind of funny. That's all. Yeah. So I'm thinking yellow, like a golden yellow, not brown yellow. Yeah, not like doing them like amber, like doing them orangey yellow, just a bit of orange on the perimeter, and then intense yellow throughout the lenses. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've decided. All right, let's grab some gunmetal. Start slapping it on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think it looks pretty cool, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Do the back of this thing here. I'm not too worried about the black underpinning because I'm thinking that I might hit this with some black wash of some sort when we get to that phase. Because I still do plan on using the panel liner once we get to it. There we go. There's that ring around the eye, but I think I'm going to use, I think I'm going to switch to normal acrylics for that, for doing that eye. Yeah, I think we'll switch to water-based acrylics. Because I'm going to spend a bit of time on the eyeballs, just because that's obviously the focus of the face. Alright, I gotta fix that little bit of black there. That's right. Do. Alright. Yeah. I think we'll switch over to regular acrylics. Just so that we can spend a bit of time on the highlights and just creating some transitions. Because I think what I'll do is, there's multiple ways we can go about this, right? We can either paint it up, you know, as a solid, kind of like it's emanating light. We can try and do some OSL. I'm more inclined to do it more like a transparency, where it looks a bit more like a gemstone. But I also want there to be a bit of life to it. So I'm going to use saturated color. Yeah. So, let's get that ball rolling. What should we do? How should we go about this? I guess we just use straight up Citadel colors, right? Why not? I'm going to grab some Abaddon Black, White Scar, Urea Yellow, Flash Gets Yellow. Yeah, we probably could use some contrast too. Use the contrast Yenden Yellow? Yeah, because we can use the Griffhound Orange as well, right? Yeah. So I'm going to grab Yenden Yellow and Griffhound Orange as well. Because why not? Because we can use those to create some transition colors. Actually, I'll give these a quick mix right now. Okay, go with those. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of what other steps I need to take. I guess you know what? I'm gonna use ceramite white. How is my ceramite white? My ceramite white is starting to get really, really funny. It's getting chunky these days. Might have to get a new one. Is it still ceramite white, or is it got a new name now? Kim, I did the thing that runs on top of the helmet in metal too, or at least the rib part. It looks like it's supposed to be metal, I think. The ribbed part. Like this thing here? This little hose? I don't know. Whatever the hell that is, I have no idea. It's a doodad. It's just doodads. Anyway. Back to work. I'm going to need my brushes for this. My proper brushes. Let's grab that one. That one. And where? Oh, there it is. I was looking for the artist opus that I normally use. Yeah. Okay. Let's get to work. Slap it right there, I suppose. That's probably more than enough I need. We'll use just this brush here. Helmet. Okay. Let's go. Fuck off. Fucking snag the arm. You guys see this okay? frickin' space here. Putting another layer on this one here. Just gets a nice solid white. Okay. I'll give that a second or two. I almost kind of like it with the white. Do we ever see Space Marines with white lenses? Is there any examples of that? Honestly, I kind of like it with the white. It's kind of fun. Anyway. Give that a second, and then I'm going to hit it again with some thinned out ceramite white, just mixed with a little bit of rinse water. Just really, really thin. And this final layer is just for smoothness. Go. Does anybody know? Is there a Space Marine chapter with white eye lenses? You would think somebody like, you know, I don't know, Black Templars or whatever, right, would have white eye lenses. I would think, anyway. I could be wrong. The Hellblaster gives us an unlike opportunity to do one lens in each color. Yeah, sure. I mean, like, it feels like it's supposed to be some sort of targeter type thing, right? But it can just as easily be the same color as well. I mean, you know, it's whatever you want it to be, right? Yeah, let's just do a nice bit of Urea yellow. We're going to do a quick little layer of that. Just give it into the mix. Slappez-vous onto the palette. Kim, yeah, I did that red and the other one, the normal for a Space Wolf green. Space Wolves are green lenses? Are they? I thought they were red lenses. Again, yeah, I it doesn't really matter, I guess, what color the freaking lenses are. Because, yeah, you see Space Marines of many various varieties painted up in various ways. All right. Yeah, see, I like the yellow. I like the yellow. I think it works okay. Now that was just a quick layer, just to, you know, kind of see where I'm heading, which way I want to go. I'm just using the hair dryer here really fast. Yeah, in the fluff they have green lenses. Oh, really? Like it's described, like their armor, it has to be green? Yeah. Interesting. Actually, I'm going to thin this down just a little bit. And my water is all frothy. I think it's because of all the damn chemicals I've been using. It's a mixture of soap and alcohol in my rinse water. Just for smoothness. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like that with the yellow. I don't know, something about it. Just, yeah, I kind of dig it. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of dig it. It very much up to the artist that did the piece, so they have several colors. Yeah. Again, the eye color on Space Marines, like the color scheme that they run with, like if it's blue, then it's whatever colors look good against blue, like red or yellow, orange, even green, right? Like a light, you know, yellow green. But on the scale of a 28 mil Space Marine, you know, you kind of have to stick to that kind of thing, right? Versus on this scale, with, you know, the helmet being so big as it is, we could probably even gotten away with doing red lenses, like doing like a red glow like this, you know, and that would look cool. Because I mean, like you see it in the Angel of Death animation, they're red armor with red lenses, and it works. It works really well. But on miniatures, on the regular 28mm Space Marines, yeah, it would look weird, right? Red armor with bright red lenses. You don't really see it. Like the eyes would probably get lost, unless of course somebody was pretty adept at, you know, doing OSL, right? All right. So next we are going to jump over. I'm going to use a bit of Iyanden yellow contrast, and this is just to build up some shadow values. So basically I'm going to paint this like we would a gemstone. So that's how we're going to go about this. I'm going to switch over to a more detailed brush. Comes to a nicer point. Tasting my rinse water just to see what exactly concoction I've made in my rinse water. Where am I? Yeah, here we go. So basically I'm going to push the shadows upwards, building to darkness up in the upper corner, upper right corner. Actually, I might even let it outline the eye as well. Just let it fall in the recess. Let it do what contrasts do. Just like that. Yeah. Just like that. I don't know how well that shows up on screen, but yeah. Do the same thing over here. I don't want it too heavy, but I want it heavy. Get a bit of an outline. Yeah, I'm going to pull some of that out though. Feather this off down here. Just like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Close that up. That's all we needed at the moment. Because next, I'm just going to hit it with the dryer. Time we at here? Half hour? Half an hour. Yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I am liking it. On camera, it looks pretty contrasty. It looks pretty cool. In person, I like it. The yellow is pretty distinct. Yeah. I'm good with that. Carry on. Let's take a little Ayandin yellow. Or Uriel yellow and Flash Kits yellow. I'm going to take a little bit of Flash Kits. Let's do a bit of a 50-50 and let's glaze up a little bit of highlight. Yeah, we're going to do a 50-50 of this. This, a little bit more, I guess. Yeah, like something like that. Slap it right there. I really need to change my rinse water. Grab a little bit of Flash Kits yellow. Yeah, just to knock a bit of that intensity out, but I still want that vibrancy. The Flash Kits yellow is a really nice color. It's nice and bright. And then we're going to use a little bit of Lamian medium to thin the color out a bit, because we're just going to glaze in some of these little transitions going on. Just one little drop is enough. Use this brush. So with this color, we're just going to create a little bit of transition. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate our brush strokes along the bottom, bringing it towards the center of the face. So, just like that. I don't know how well you guys can see that or not, but anyway. Oh, these fucking brushes. Same thing here. And push more of this color towards the inside. Just like that. Yeah. Give that a second. We'll do another layer. Push that even brighter. Might as well just whip out the hairdryer. Okay, come back, put down another layer. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not too bad. Kim, I have been experimenting with a new way for me to paint the Death Guard armor. Cool. You know what? Let's add a little white to this right now. Let's go with White Scar. Give it a mix. Out. Yeah, right there. I like that. You guys see what I'm doing there? Sort of. That. Go. I'm gonna take a little bit, make a glaze. Oh, fucking hell. I gotta quit using this. Rinse water. I'm gonna put a drop of thinner down. I'm gonna take just a little bit of this color and then mix it right in. Make a very fine glaze with this. Yeah. Here. bad, not bad. Still kind of struggling with the color back and forth, but it's really just the level of contrast that I want. How far do I want to push that orange, essentially? Let's try a little bit of the Griffhound orange. What is it? Griffhound orange. Do a little bit of that. I think it's just really going to be more of like a kind of a liner around the eyes. I think really kind of just in the recesses and in the upper parts of the brow. I think that's essentially where it's going to go. Not too much. Oh, excuse me. Just a little bit down on my palette. So basically, all I want to do is just go right over here, right into the recess of the eye. Like that a little bit. Doesn't look too bad, eh? Looks kind of glowy. Kinda? Sorta? Not really? Do the same thing with this lens. Oh, too much. Too much down. Got greedy. Yeah. Just a little bit too high up on that upper middle portion. That's okay, because there's enough color here that we might be able to push that back a bit. Take some of this yellow here. Yeah, just like that. Too much in there. All I'm doing is I'm just correcting some of that, where I laid some of that Griffhound orange. Yeah. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. Get a little more of this color here. Just fix this interior spot like so. That. Yeah. It's like that. On honestly, that's okay. I kind of want to do another layer of Iandan yellow, or Iandan contrast, or whatever the fuck it's called. Iandan yellow, yeah. I want to do another layer of that. Looks nice. Are you going more to the red with the round one? Or are you keeping them the same? Oh, they're going to be mostly the same. Yeah. Would look cool with a thin red line around the round leans to just change it a tiny bit from the normal one. Huh? I didn't understand that. Would look cool with a thin red line around the round lens just to change it a tiny bit from the normal one. Why does it got to be different? I mean, it's because I mean, like, it's gonna get metallic around the lens. That's gonna, you know, change it up a bit, but yeah. I mean, as far as making the lenses look different, I don't feel it's entirely necessary, because the one lens over here, it's going to get metal around it anyway, so yeah. I don't think it really needs it. Let's grab a little bit of this color. Actually, let's grab just a hair of water, or whatever is passing for water in my brush, or my rinse cup right now. Let's just resaturate this up a bit. Yes, that's what I'm looking for right there. Yeah, happy with that right there. And so with this eye lens, I just want to push just a bit of color right there. Just help with these transitions. Yeah. And that's that right there. Yeah. Okay. Give that a second or two to dry. I think some of my paint pots are going to need to be cleaned. Get some of the gibbly-gook out. Yeah. I am okay with that. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's do a little bit of black. We'll grab the Abaddon black. Slap a little bit onto the palette. Yeah, we don't need too much. Yeah, we'll keep using our more detailed brush here, just so we can stay nice and accurate with this. Just realized probably could have used Citadel contrast with this one, just to kind of, you know, quickly outlay this and then just build a few thin layers up. So I'm going to put a metallic on top of this anyway. Yeah. that. Yeah, like that. And so, now I initially said I was going to use a metal, like regular kind of gunmetal, but now I'm thinking that a little bit of bronze, because we're thinking of using that like a bronze or copper with the gun, and so I'm thinking now maybe a bronze or copper, or bronze like with copper highlights. Yeah. Let's do something like that. I'll use warp lock bronze and no, not balsa, gold. Is it brass? Yeah, Hotshot copper. Yeah, we're just gonna use these two colors. I'm gonna use warp lock bronze and highlight it with Hotshot copper. That's what we're gonna do. Now, in Tamiya colors, when we get to the gun, I'm pretty sure I have a deep bronze color, or I can lay a copper down and then brown it, you know? Because I don't know if I have something that's dark like this warp lock bronze. Hard to say. Hard to say. No. Not really. Lens, it don't need to be different. No, I don't. No. Yeah, we're going to go with bronze. That way it kind of loosely ties in with everything, really. Oh, excuse me. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of the color. Slap it onto my palette. Don't really need that much, but whatever. It's okay, it affords us the opportunity to lay a few layers down. Yeah. Who knows, I might really, really like it, or I might really, really hate it. It's always a possibility. It's just an idea, and kind of staying within the theme of the figure itself for the moment. Shit, even a red metallic might have been fun. As I'm laying this warp lock bronze down, it's making me think of like a red metallic. Even a red metallic might have been fun. Because, I mean, like, it doesn't need to be, you know, so obvious that this is a different bit from his armor. So much so that, you know, it's really painfully obvious that it could be just something that's integrated into his armor. Right? Yeah, I'm kind of digging the bronze now in there, as it has those really warm values that it kind of like just, it sits up against the red very nicely. On camera here, it's hard to tell. You can see it shining in the metallicness of it. But yeah, I kind of dig that. To the eye, it is not painfully obvious that it is a bronze. It just looks like a dark metallic on that surface. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Kim, the gun don't get the same stress under use as the fig, so if you varnish after painting, you can use the normal acrylics on the gun with no issues. Yeah. I think I mean I'm still going to use the Tamiya paints over a majority of the figure. I think with little details like the eye lens and stuff like that, yeah, I think it's fine, right? I like it too, the brown metal, I mean, yeah, like the copper, yeah. So I'm using Hotshot copper to highlight this. I'm just giving it a mix right now. I do use my paint mixer with Citadel Metallics. I have an agitator in my metallics just to help with the mixing. And so far so good, it works fine. So yeah, so some Hotshot copper. Hotshot? Hotshot? Or is it Hotshot? Does it really matter, Chris? Does it really matter? Not really. Okay, probably more than I need. So you know what? Let's have some fun. I'm gonna lay it down, and I'm gonna quickly mix a bit of the Warplock bronze into it, and try to find the in-between value. Yeah, right there. I like that. Oh, I like that color actually. Yeah, I like that. That's a fun color. Now, hopefully, when I get to the gun, I can duplicate this kind of look. I'm hoping. Here's the hoping. All right, I'm going to grab some of this mixed color, which is kind of like, it's not quite a 50-50, but it's pretty darn close. And we're just going to lay it on the middle inner portion here. Right around here. Yeah. Lay it on the interior side of the lens. The inside of the lens, this ring around the lens, it does have two facets. It has this facet that folds inwards and the facet that folds outwards. Actually, you know what? Let's do a little bit on the outside, just on the back corner here. Just because we can. Yeah. Just on this back side right here. Just so that we can get that a bit of impression. Yeah, I kind of like that. So now I'm going to grab some of the pure Hotshot copper. And really quickly, this is going to be very, very fast. There's not a lot of this color's going down. I'm going to just catch this outside corner. Just a bit with the copper. Just like that. And then this inside portion, I'm going to do just right here on the bottom inside. Just like that. Yeah. I actually like how that looks. On camera, it almost looks like gold, but I think that's just the proximity to the yellow that's giving that look. Because when you look at it in person, it looks like a dark gold. It almost looks like rose gold. And rose gold almost kind of looks like copper when you look at it. It's a little lighter than copper, but yeah. But I like that. I'm okay with that. Yeah. I'm hoping that I can duplicate that kind of look on the gun. That way it feels, you know, kind of connected, you know? Like it feels like the same bit of technology kind of thing on his head. Yeah. I am okay with all of that. Yeah, so now I'm going to just take a little bit of white and add that little spot highlight. It's going to take a little bit of white scar, and just throw a couple little dots down. Dot, 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 dot. Right there. Yeah, Some of these paint pots need to be cleaned. Holy shit. Holy shit. Alright. Grab a little bit of white. Just like so. And yeah, you can kind of see what I'm doing. Let's go. Boom. Boom. Just a smaller one up there. Yeah. Like that. Same thing over here. Oh. Sorry, I'm trying to make a little bit of a circle and then a tiny little dot. Sorry, my hands are getting a little shaky there. A little too much tension in my hands. I'm trying to hold on to these little sticks. Especially when I'm trying to be careful. Alright. They're great. Kim, I did all the lenses and screens and buttons and stuff so I could do it all together. So what? Helps me to keep it uniform. If I do it with different sessions, I might not look as uniform. Yeah, I'm usually not too concerned about that. Mainly because, you know, like I have a little system for myself as far as how I do ratios and, you know, when I gather paint and stuff like that. So that's how I kind of keep myself consistent. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I think else next is like sealing this. I mean, and because I want to do some of the shade, the damn panel lining, accenting and stuff like that, and I'm not going to do that until after I've varnished everything. So yeah, I think that's as far as we're going to go with that helmet. What time are we at here? Holy Camoes, we're already 2 minutes. So there we are. The helmet of the Space Marine. I think that's where we're going with that. I have not gotten the feathers done and ready yet, so yeah, they're not going on as helmet like, you know, like that or anything like that. That's not how proper Anishinaabe wear feathers. When I say proper Anishinaabe, I'm sure there's some out there going, what? What's proper? Anywho, I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. I'm going to stop there. And, yeah, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for everybody who's been following along with this project so far. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it and painting along and doing your own work. Big thank you to all my patrons for their... Oh, shit, I didn't even turn on the damn chat. Oops. Damn, was anybody in the chat trying to get a hold of me? No, I don't see anybody. Again, it's Monday, so I don't know, you know, if everybody's following along on Mondays, but yeah. I totally forgot to turn chat. There's always one thing I forget to do when doing these streams. It's always one thing. I don't know. Anywho, big thanks, you guys. I'll see you guys later. Well, I do this Wednesday, so I'll be back Wednesday. I should be back Wednesday. Of course, if you don't follow me on Twitter, that's usually where I post whenever things go awry and like that. So, anywho, all right, get back to work, people. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Da da dun 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 dun. Da da.